You know, every time I think, you know what, maybe, just maybe, T's gonna do what's best for him. And, because he's on the contract, you obviously coming back from an injury. And he's not going to play. And then he completely proves me wrong. Because to say T cares about the team and his players more than himself is an understatement. It's truly an understatement. That's right. I made a video earlier and I said T is going to go one of two ways. One way is he's not going to play because he wants to, keep himself healthy. Because let's be honest, he comes back to Jake Browning. He's not coming back to Joe Burrow. So there's nothing that's going to benefit him this year other than potentially a Super Bowl. But obviously that's going to be a long road to get there. There's nothing that's going to benefit him this year by coming back and playing. If anything, it's just going to hurt his chances next year to get a big contract because obviously he could get injured even more. So his best chance is just sit down, relax, don't, play, kind of wait out this injury, and then be healthy to go for the offseason. But, I said there was the second option, right? The second option is T puts all that aside, puts all the business point of view aside, and says, I love my team, I love the Bengals, and I want to give my 1,000% to help them win as many games as possible. And that's exactly what he's doing. And again, I was not expecting to get much of an update today from Zach Taylor relating around Sam Hubbard or T. Higgins. I was really expecting, okay, maybe we get like there's still week-to-week basics, and I talked about earlier in my video that we might not see these guys back for a couple weeks. I was wrong. And what's funny is I don't always love being wrong, but I love being wrong in this context. I do. Because, guys, Zach Taylor says both of these players are expected to start processing again this week. Let me just go through the rundown here, okay? We're getting Yoshi back this week. Chase Brown is going to start processing again this week. Sam Hubbard and T. Higgins are processing this week. It's very possible all the guys that just listed outside of Yoshi are not going to be playing this upcoming Sunday because, again, they have to process again, get back in rhythm. But all those guys except for Yoshi might not be playing this weekend, but they're going to be playing weekend in the future. They're going to be playing the rest of this year. We're about to be as healthy as we human possibly can for the rest of the season right now. And it really sucks, too, to have Joe out. Because even more now. Because, now T's coming back. Hubbard's coming back. Yoshi's coming back. Chase Brown's coming back. I don't know Tyson Anderson when he can return from IR or not. But we have all these players coming back. And now it's man, we're either going to see the greatest backup quarterback experience outside of Nick Foles with the Eagles back in 2019, I believe it was. We're either going to see the greatest comeback of any quarterback from, or not comeback, from a quarterback from going from a backup position to now a starter, winning, and going to a Super Bowl. We're going to see that, or we're going to see just okay, well, Jake Browning tried, he did his best, and we went mediocre. We just went 500, right? We're going to either see one or two options there. And I'm excited for it. I'm really excited because the best chance we have of making the playoffs, which honestly is very possible with the fact that you got to look at the 5th, 6th, and 7th seed playoff spots, they're open. They are open. And if we beat Pittsburgh this week, they're very much more open than they ever been before. If we actually beat Pittsburgh this week, we knocked them out of the playoffs and we put ourselves above Pittsburgh. So again, like I said, the best chance possible is have all these guys back healthy. I mean, T. Higgins, having him back there, Yoshi, obviously. You already got Jamar Chase another week getting healthier. You have Tyler Boyd, right? You have all these guys who are now going to be weapons for Jake Browning. And it's very possible that Jake Browning's able to, as over time, maybe not right away, but this whole week of process and another game, get that timing down with these guys. And I said it before in my video earlier, and I think it's going to happen where they're going to make a very simplistic offense for him, a very simplistic, game plan for him. Not too crazy, not too insane, but they're going to keep something very simple. And when you have the weapons back, like T. Higgins and, Yoshi, that just makes the whole game plan so much easier to execute because you have all these guys. So let's go ahead and look at New York Times Playoff Simulator real fast because, again, like I said, let's say hypothetically speaking, we beat Pittsburgh this week, right? This is in the jungle. It's a home field game. It's very possible Jake Browning in his first career start. By the way, just a little side note here. Whenever quarterbacks who are backups usually get the first career start, they are always amazing. It doesn't mean they're going to be amazing the rest of their career. It doesn't mean they're going to be amazing the rest of the year. But they're usually always amazing in the first game they play. Because it's like, this is the first chance of them to show something. Usually the other team hasn't seen tape on them or hasn't seen them much because they haven't been starting. So then, it all just spells out to a perfect scenario that happens. So let's say we beat the Steelers this week, right? This week, there isn't much that could go our way, possibly. The Eagles could beat the Bills. That could help us out a lot. Let's say the Browns beat the Broncos. Another thing that could help us out a little bit. Ravens beat the Chargers. I'm thinking about what else we can hit here. Actually, I don't know how. How would the Browns win? I guess just because the Broncos were wild card. It would just be a wild card. Chiefs beat the Raiders. So just, things that would literally just take out some of these teams. Jets, well, we want them out of the wild card spot. Buccaneers, we want the Colts out of the wild card spot. Is there anything else? Nothing else would help us this said week. All right, so we could leave this week at a 32% chance to win, okay? Jags game's going to be tough, man. It's going to be a very, very tough game. But if we win the Jags game, and I think we can on defense, let's be honest, our offense has not been that great the last couple weeks. So defensively, we can get it done there. What if the Texans beat the Jags? We beat the Jags, the Texans beat the Jags. We're now seeing a 49% chance to make the playoffs. Cardinals beat the Steelers. They have Kyler Murray back. That's very possible that could happen. Texans, we actually need the Broncos to win this game. Broncos beat the Texans. Actually, let me see. No, we need the Texans to win. Okay, Texans win that game. Going down this list here, the Bengals, we have to obviously beat the Colts. That would help us out a lot, right? But I'm talking about outside of those things. Patriots game. If the Patriots beat the Steelers, go down this list. Cowboys win. Let's say the Ravens beat the Jags. Okay, obviously our games matter, but let's say the Bucks beat the Jags. Patriots beat the Broncos. Okay. Let's say the Panthers. Seahawks beat the Steelers. That's realistic. That's realistic right there. Titans beat the Jags. I mean, it's possible. Divisional. You never know what's going to happen in the division. Texans beat the Colts. Ravens beat the Steelers. And again, these are outside of the games that we personally are playing. Dolphins win. Who else is wild card? We need the Browns to start losing too. Browns, who they played the last week of the season? Is it divisional or no? Who did the Browns play? Am I stupid? I do not see the Cleveland Brownies. Hang on, I'm going to do this real fast. Because sometimes I am kind of stupid, so I have to do this real fast. Okay, they play the Bengals. That's why. They play us. All right. Jets beat the Browns. Texans win. Texans beat the Browns. The Bears beat the Browns. We actually need the Browns to win that game. Well, we actually don't need the Browns to win, but we need them to win for circumstances of, like, wild card spots. Jags beat the Browns. Okay? And we need the Browns to beat the Jags. Wow. Yeah, so Falcons beat the Jets. Titans beat the Colts. So again, all these scenarios very possible could happen. And then Panthers beat the Titans, okay? Giants beat the Patriots. We need the Patriots to beat the Chargers. Let's see what else we have here. Lions win. Colts beat the Steelers. Vikings, Chargers beat the Raiders. And again, like I said, I know these cases, scenarios are like, oh, are they going to actually happen? It's possible. These two teams win. Colts beat the Raiders. Let's say Colts beat the Raiders. Jags beat the Panthers. I'm trying to see if we can get 100% without putting another game in. Chiefs beat the Chargers. Is there any 98% chance? No. So the best we can hit here then is 97% chance Obviously, these are games in the future, but I'm saying 97% chance there. All right, so let's say we lose this game, Colts game. No, I think we'll beat the Colts. We lose out the rest of these games. Win the next 3, we lose out the last 4 part of the game. 4 part of the season. Texans win. Vikings win. Chiefs win. Chargers win. Texans win. Chiefs win. I'm set? 100%. Alright. That's if we win the next 3, we lose the last 4. 100% chance to make the playoffs. Colts game. Yeah. So, in a perfect dream scenario, okay? Perfect dream scenario. We have to at least win 3 games left this season. Pick your 3, and everything else has to go our way. But it's still possible. 3 goes a certain way, and we still make the playoffs. So again, like I said, listen. Jake Browning, you don't have to be perfect. We don't have to win these games in the sexiest way possible. We just have to win. That's all we have to do. Whether it was Jake Browning or Joe Burrow, we have to win. That's all we have to do. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace.